Hey everybody, welcome back. This is Bo. I wanted to go over the deck that I used to go 4-0 in pre-release. So useful and helpful for some of you guys, potentially. So the two colors you definitely want to roll would be black and blue are the ones that are really hot. But if you happen to get a shitload of removal in white, you want to run white. So in this case, it was black and white. We'll go over mana base first. There was 8 plains, 7 swamps, and then I had 2 special ones. This one right here was a waste, and then you can crack it to make... You basically pay 1, but you can get the color of anything you need. So if you get mana screwed, but you have a little bit of mana left over, this is very useful. This guy right here lets you get a creature back from your graveyard if you want, but generally I just played it turn 1 because I just wanted the mana on the field. Okay, so that's that. So good old-fashioned lands. I did 17 lands, so it's all good. Very nice. Then here's the trick. Let's start over here. The removal. Okay. Black removal. Bone splinters. Basically, take something, sacrifice it, destroy a creature. So I generate scions with this one. So you could take the scion, pay 1 black, kill the scion, and kill somebody's like 12/12 ridiculous thing. Did a lot of value. Grasp. This one is a -4/-4 till end of turn, instant. So this thing killed off tons of Eldrazi. Very good. Gotta do it again. And then Witness the End. Very nice. When those guys are sitting at turn 4 or 5 with 2 things in their hand, they feel really comfortable and happy. You drop that action, and then they have to exile the 2 cards in their hand and lose 2 life. Very fun. Love that one. I had 2 isolation zones. Basically what this does, you stick it on a creature and they can't do anything until you can remove the enchantment, but almost nobody has enchantment removal, so this basically took care of a lot of creatures. Gideon's Reproach, spectacular. I would just hang out looking like I got mana screwed or had mana flooded. They'd swing in with something big and I'd kill it right there. Pretty good for 2. Wailing Wall. This one's super nice. So if there's a creature that only has toughness or power of 1 or less, which is a lot of stuff, you can go ahead and kill it. More importantly, that targets sorcery spell. So if someone was to do something like kill all your dudes or whatever at sorcery speed, for the price of that and one of these, you can counter it. Very nice. Got a lot of work done. The other reason, as you can see in white, is I had 2 of these. Destroy target attacking blocking creature with power 2 or less. This was super good early game. Basically what it did is turn 1, they have an ingest thing, kill it. Turn 2, kill that too. And it totally ruined their tempo. Sheer Drop, another great one. 3, and if you want to late in the game, you can awaken it to get a 3/3 body of all the lands if you had a lot of land left over. Super good. So you can see why white and black, very good if you're going to be doing in pre-release, and especially limited format. All right, these 3 cards are more like support cards to help me out. This guy right here just gives all my colorless creatures like first strike and everything +2 for the turn. Now let's just put that aside and we'll get back to it. This guy right here, support 2. Basically, you just put 2 counters on something and draw a card. Recurs. It's very nice. Replace itself, but it's 3. But it's very useful later on. This guy, you can have somebody exile something from the graveyard, and then you get a Scion token. This guy. And then you also draw a card. Very good. Because you want lots of these. You'll see in a moment. See, remember? As for creatures, here's what we got. Yes, and then we got +1, basically 5, get a 3/5 body. They can't get through it, most people couldn't. Very good. Another one, this one gets a lot of business done. You could go through and put it down for 3. It's a 3/2, but more importantly, when you have one of these laying around, you drop it, and now it has a 4/2 with Menace, which means they have to block with 2 people. Very rarely did they do that. Hey, Calvin. Are you happy, Calvin? You happy? You want to tell, like, 90,000 people what you think about Magic the Gathering?
Oh, yeah, I do.
Okay, you don't actually have to, but that's fine. Amiria Shepherd. This one comes in, landfall. You can start recurring stuff from your graveyard, and it's a bomb. If you can keep it alive, it's crazy.
Kids, don't start Magic. It's just like drugs.
But it's better, because you can at least pay for it, and no one says no. Okay.
Exactly.
So this is a really cheap one. 2, 3 for 1, and also all the people, if they have Scions, can't be blocked. So you basically get in there and start killing some of their meat characters. This guy right here, pretty okay. I mean, it worked out pretty good as far as having a 2/2 flyer to at least block a lot of the ingest stuff that was coming around. Flying ingest for blue generally is like a 1 and like 4. So you could just keep like stopping it so you're not going to lose cards. Pretty good. Cutthroat. This one, if you get it, absolutely play it. It's really nice. So as we're killing off our little guys, we are then also having them take 1 damage and we're gaining life. So it pays for itself. And then worst case, you have to dump it. You get 1, they take another damage, even if you trade. This one, though, is really nice. It was the pack foil I got. 2/3 for 2 and Death Touch. Super value. Basically, this one just kept decimating people because they wouldn't remember it was Death Touch. They go in with like a 1/4 and I just go, okay, block, and then it dies. Then this one would go in after a 12/12. Kozilek came out at me, 12/12. He swings in with this card on the field, Calvin, and he's like, it's got Menace. I'm like, okay, how about I do this card, and where's that little shitty one? This card. Okay, 12/12, get fucked. So his Kozilek goes bye-bye. So that was pretty good. So what are our big guy, like, win conditions? We'll get to this one at the end. This guy, for 4, you get consistent mana, 2/3 with vigilance, super nice. This guy right here, 5 for a 4/4, but again, more mana, so super good, because you can keep generating it. Even if you get mana screwed, you're totally fine. And then this is the big mamma right here, the Seaver of Form. The beauty of this one, not only is it an 8/8, which is huge, but because we have so many ways of generating mana with this deck, especially with the wastes, that you can get this out consistently turn 7 or even 5, depending on how it goes. It's really good. The best part about it is this right here. At the beginning of combat, look at the top of your library, and you reveal the top. And if it's a creature like this 4/4, you can make that as a copy of everything attacking. So now you have 4/4s
magic
with everything. Thanks, Brad. So then all these little dinky shit guys that are kind of like meh turn into huge. Then you dump in, where are you? The one that gives me plus... Oh yeah, I have it over here. Right here, Swarm Surge. So if they're all colorless, right? Then you can, like this guy, right? Colorless. You go in there, you get first strike and 2/2. So now everything's a 6/6. It's just ridiculous. Very good. This guy did a huge amount of work. So anyways, guys, that's kind of how I constructed this thing. The mana curve was much more heavy into 3 and 4 drops. Very few 2 drops. Make sure you use every bit of removal. The removal was huge. Anytime you get that, use it, because that's how you're going to win. So if you guys like that kind of video, let me know in the comments below. Like, comment, subscribe, and hit the like button. If you made it this far, just hit the like button. Be a bro. All right, see ya.